We are Dave Sinclair Customs, and this is a 2024 GMC Yukon Denali purchased mid-customization by one of our customers back in February. Now, when this happens, a common question appears. How does this affect the customization that's already in progress? Do we have to scrap everything, or does the customer just have to live with whatever we develop? In this video, we'll explain how we adapt to that situation, plus we'll break down all the details of this customization. At the end of this video, we'll also share the steps that you can take to customize with us. We are always customizing vehicles. At any given time, we'll have a handful of inventory and customer builds inside the shop. And our social media team likes to take before photos or take update shots of each one. In this case, one of our update posts caught the attention of one of our customers. They called in and inquired about the sterling metallic Yukon Denali. So, how does that affect the outcome of the customization?
If we're doing it from the beginning, I'll try to make the project a little different so that it's not exactly the same as what we've done before.
This is Dan Sinclair Jr. He's our customs director.
And if a customer gets involved from the beginning, we use their suggestions and their preferences to how the project should look and offer insight as to whether or not the tires they pick will rub or ruin the ride, or if the accent color they want to use is going to be too much of a contrast, or it just may not look good on a finished product. It obviously is the customer's preference is what we'll go with after having that conversation.
All right, the Yukon that we're doing today is right over there in Barry's Bay. He's tearing it down. Mr. Will, our painter over here, has all the parts being prepped.
This is Rich Martin. He's our body shop manager.
He's got the build sheet, the mirror caps. We're gonna make those black on this build.
For this Yukon, we decided to color match nearly everything to the sterling metallic paint. That includes stuff like the grille surround, the door handles, keyless entry buttons, and most of the front and back fascias. The rest of the chrome pieces, on the other hand, received a coat of black paint.
We got the fog bezels here, the fender badging, front and rear GMC border.
When both emblems get chrome deleted, we like to give them contrasting two-tone looks. The front emblem received black as its primary color with sterling metallic as its trim, and the back emblem received the exact opposite setup.
There are several stages of the process to actually get the paint to stick to the chrome. So right now they're prepping it. They will eventually get it down to where they can prime it. That's got to dry, and then we can actually start our painting.
Now, we don't paint everything. Items like the running boards and the side window trim get vinyl wrapped. We made a handful of changes to the tire and wheel setup for this Yukon. From the factory, it came with 22-inch bright machined aluminum wheels and a set of Blackwell all-season tires. First, we swapped out the Blackwell tires for these NITTO Ridge Grappler tires, which are about 33 inches in diameter. We kept the same 22-inch factory wheels, but we had them powder-coated black. Then we replaced the center caps and the lug nuts, and looking through the spokes, you'll see a custom GMC brake caliper cover. This Yukon was ordered from GM with the technology package, which means it came with these 12-inch tablet-style screens in the second row. They can connect to the vehicle's Wi-Fi and stream Hulu, Amazon, and even YouTube. The front windows were tinted to match the rear, and a 5% tint was added to the back window. Then we added these window guards, roof cross rails, and finally these GMC all-weather floor liners in all three rows, and the cargo area. Now, there are three ways to start a customization with us. The first is to click the link below and fill out the necessary information. The second is to send an email to sinclaircustoms@davesinclairauto.com. And the third is to call Dan Sinclair Jr. at 314-842-4200.
When you call in, you're going to be directed to me. We're going to review the specific build that you might have seen on our Instagram or TikTok or social media posts. We'll go over that build line by line so you understand what happened when we created that. We'll talk about what you want to add or subtract, and then you'll know what your project's going to look like.
Want to know what it's like to customize with us? Check out this video about our customer John and see what his experience was like getting his Yukon Denali completely blacked out.